Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are the members of Group 5 and today we'll be presenting on the topic Nature, Operation and Issues in Istisna. So my name is Helmi and I will start with the definition, nature and concept of Istisna. As you can see on the slide, this is the definition that was provided by Bank Negara Malaysia or the Central Bank of Malaysia in their Istisna policy document issued in 2015. But in simpler words, Istisna is a contract where the manufacturer agrees to manufacture a specific good for a purchaser on certain agreed specifications at a determined price and for a fixed date of delivery. Fun fact, the word Istisna was derived from the word sana'a, which literally means to manufacture or to construct something. The specific nature of Istisna is the construction or manufacturing of an asset according to the agreed specifications and its delivery by the seller to the purchaser. And before entering into Istisna, these are the essential elements that has to be included in the contract. The specifications of the asset and the agreement regarding the price, time, place of delivery and mode of payment. Istisna can be used in multiple ways: house financing, machinery manufacturing, and construction building are some of the things that can be financed through Istisna.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Akash and I will be presenting on the requirement or condition to the implement the Istisna contract. We have divided the requirement into two categories, the legal requirement and another is operational requirement. To satisfy the general requirement, they simply have to make sure that they enter into the Istisna contract through offer and acceptance. They and must be natural person and entity. They may enter into the contract through as agent as well. The specific requirement, the contract must be include specification that have been agreed on the parties. The parties would be have already agreed on the total price of the process, the type of the material that will be used to determine the quality of the asset, the amount of asset that the customer would like to manufacture, the time and the place of delivery, the mode of delivery the customer would like to pay directly as a whole or through installment, and any other specification that the customer wish to put on the asset with regards to the operational requirement. IFIs may enter into Istisna as a purchaser or as a seller. As a purchaser, the IFI must deliver the complete Istisna to customer for the ownership transfer and make sure that the asset has been manufactured according to the specific request. As a seller, the IFI must hire a manufacturer or contractor to complete the project, and after the asset completed, the IFI must be delivered the Istisna asset to the customer. Lastly, in order the IFIs use Istisna, they must have the knowledge and skill to handle an Istisna contract. They also must establish a good governance structure to operate Istisna properly.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Iman and I'll be moving on to the risks and findings. Despite the fact that many would agree that Istisna is a promising mode of financing, the use of Istisna in Islamic banks are still very limited. This is because most banks are not willing to take on the risk that comes with using Istisna. As you can see, these are typical risks in an Istisna contract: risks that are directly related to the contract, risk of default, which is when a party fails to meet the obligation, risks that could occur during the operation, and risks that relate to liquidity. For the gap analysis, we have found many previous studies that covered Istisna in their home countries, but only in their home countries. So we hope to present the application of Istisna in multiple countries from around the world and ultimately promote Istisna financing. The first thing that we had to find was how to eliminate the issues in Istisna, which in this case are the risks. So we had to look up strategies on how to mitigate the risk of Istisna, and as you can see on the slide, we have identified the mitigation strategies for default, operational and liquidity risk. while delivery risks and quality risks are examples of the risks that are directly related to Istisna. There are typically two types of Istisna: simple Istisna and parallel Istisna. Simple Istisna is the direct agreement between the customer and the manufacturer, while parallel Istisna involves the customer, manufacturer, and the bank. As you can see, there are many projects that can be financed with the Istisna contract, so it is really a promising mode of financing. And based on our research, these are some of the ways that Istisna has been used around the world. Now, to get a better understanding of parallel Istisna, which is the most commonly used Istisna, here is a short story made by us. Thank you for listening, and we hope you enjoy.
Assalamualaikum. How are you?
Walaikum salam. I'm good, thank you. How may I help you, sir?
I would like to build a house on the land of mine. So I would like to get into an Istisna contract agreement to finance this construction.
Sure, we will gladly help you. Could you please specify what kind of house would you like to build?
I want to build a barn house and I want it to be red in color. Could you make that possible?
Yes, we can certainly make that happen for you.
Oh, thank you. How much will all this cost?
The total cost, which includes the market price and the Istisna contract, will cost you 600,000 ringgit. How would you like to pay for this agreement?
Oh, that's great. I would like to pay 30% of the total price as we agree on this contract, and the rest of the cost will be paid in installments throughout the process of building my barn house.
That will be fine. Your bun house should be ready in 8 months' time. We will deliver the asset to you once it's completed and once you've made a full payment. Can we sign on this contract?
Yes, thank you for your assistance.
Hello, we would like to make a request for you to build a bun house for one of our customers under an Istisna contract. You will receive 10% of the contract fee if you agree to manufacture this asset. Can you do that?
Yes, I can do that.
Would it be possible for the house to be completed in 8 months' time?
Yes, it will be completed by then, and we will deliver the asset to you as soon as it's completed.
I will make the payment in installments as agreed with the customer. Can we sign on this contract?
Yes, we can. Thank you. The construction of the barn house has been completed, and we have also received the payment. So we will deliver the asset to you as promised.
Thank you very much. You have made the full payment, so I will transfer the ownership of the asset to you as we agreed upon 8 months ago. Enjoy your new red barn house.
Oh, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum.